Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, it is Monday morning and what a stormy weekend we had just got through. Incredibly windy all over the UK. Massive storm Bert, I think it was, Storm Bert. Yeah, caused absolute chaos. And yeah, flights cancelled, trains, you name it. That whole industry, like just the whole country seemed to go into chaos because of this storm. But we got through it. It is Monday morning. It's a lot calmer outside, so it should be a lot better for everyone. In today's video, guys, we are going to be doing the glass on the Fiat 500 Lounge facelift. We're going to do the panoramic roof, pan roof, glass roof, and we're also going to be fitting the windscreen. So let's get into it. Let's do this. So yes, guys, today is the day we're going to get this glass set on the roof and the windscreen set in place. Got the tubes already warming up in some warm water, not too hot but warm. You've got two brand new ones at the bottom, and these not old ones, but they're about a couple of months old. If I get into any issues with the amount of sealant, I can resort back to these two here. But those two should do. They should do this top and windscreen. Normally, it takes just under one tube to do one windscreen. So that's my theory, but I have got a little bit of backup if I need it. Obviously, you've got to prime it as well. So you've got to prime the glass and the body with these little dippy things, cotton buds, if you want to call them. And you just, you dip the primer and then you just prime the glass all the way, look, prime the body and the glass all the way around. We'll prime this as well, prime that. Yeah, get stuck into this, doing this. I've got the blue one here, the other Fiat 500 with the glass roof. This is my template. So we've got two bits of cardboard, and that's my gap I've got to find. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that when we put the top one on, it goes against those bits of cardboard there. And that is my gap to push the glass up against, and that is the back gap for both sides. And then the sides, these two sides, you just even out to make sure it's got an even gap both sides. So yeah, that's the theory anyway. Hopefully this is going to work out the way I want it to. Obviously the glass as well has got to be flush with the top of the roof. You can see it just there. So it's flush with the top, and then the sides is down very, very slightly behind the actual body there. But as long as it's flush with this part and that part, and then we come to the front here and it's just flushed there, we should be good. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. Let's just get set up. That's been in there for about an hour now, so that should be nice and soft inside the actual sealant adhesive. So I'm gonna first of all put the glass on in place, just to check, just to get our, just to see as a dry run, basically. And then we're going to prep the glass, and then we're going to adhesive the top bit first and get that set in place. So let's see how this goes. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, that is the top glass done. Yeah, it worked out really well. I actually put a bit of tape there, and then cut it through so that I knew when I put it on in place where the position was and where it's supposed to be. And we've got these little sort of gap, you know, there and both sides over there. But yeah, it's actually sitting really, really nice. No issues. I did sort of bang in the trim that goes around the up top there, so I've got to give it a good clean. I've got to be honest. Look how dirty it is. It's just, as soon as you touch it, it just gets filthy. So I have got to give it a good clean still. But at least the top glass is now in place. I have got to put this trim in place as well. That sits up into there, but I do actually want to put a bit of mastic or a bit of that black sealant across there. And then push that up into place, and then we can move on to the windscreen. So yeah, but so far so good. Yeah, I'm not gonna dry run the windscreen just because if anything happens, like that piece is smaller, so it's easy to handle. And it's a lot, you know, it's a lot less chance of anything happening. So I don't want to handle that windscreen too much. I'm not going to dry run it. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I've done loads of these before. So yeah, we'll put it into place and we'll go from there. But at least we're getting somewhere now with this. It's getting watertight. It's getting, you know, sort of done, sealed up. But yeah. So far, so good. Let's set you back up and I'm not going to say crack on because that's going to be a bad word to use. So I'm not going to say that again. Let's do this. Right, okay. Well, guys, there we go. That is the windscreen all set, all done. I did have to hold it up a little bit just whilst it's set, and then I taped it off as I pushed it up, but it's in an absolute perfect position. I've checked it compared to this one as well, checking the gaps, checking the position of the top and down the sides, and yeah, it is spot on now. So these are clean. I should have cleaned it. I should have cleaned both sides really, but it's, you know, I'm touching it all the time and then I'm pushing on it, and so I'm getting sort of oily, greasy marks all over the glass. But we can give it a good clean, you know, later on. It's not a massive deal. But yeah, at least now it's watertight. You know, I'm not going to shut the door because I don't want to create a vacuum. So, because if you shut the door, it creates a vacuum. It will push the air. It will push the air out, and it might sort of push the. I can open the windows, but yeah, I don't want to create a vacuum by shutting the door. But yeah, well happy now. Really, really happy. The glass roof is done. The windscreen is set, done, in place. And we can just move on and do bits and pieces like the scuttle panel, put the scuttle back in place. We've got to do the bonnet. We've got to paint the underside of the bonnet. We can do that now as well. Put some trims on the inside, down the pillars. We can do that, finish that off, and then just keep moving forward with this one. And yeah, it's getting there now. It's getting there. It's looking more like a car every time we work on it. So yeah, well happy. Right, okay, let's carry on. I'm going to leave the scuttle for now, but let's get on with the bonnet. and we've got to rub all that back. And yeah, we've got to key it all up with a bit of Scotch pad. And then we've got the paint. Where did I put the paint for this one? I can't remember now. It's over here. Yeah, this is the one. So this is the one that we need, the Fiat 500 black. Yes, that's the colour. Nero. Yeah, and we'll just sort of start working on the bonnet, and then that can dry, and then the bonnet can go on. So, yeah, slowly, guys, we are getting there. So I'll set you up. Let's crack on with the bonnet now. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, what a transformation. Look at this car now. Yeah, unbelievable. Just shows, doesn't it? Just a little bit of time, a few days, and it's ready basically to go to, I think we're going to go to the body shop first to go to that back quarter, and then the paint shop after that to have some painting done. Obviously, all down that side needs doing. Bumper, it's all scratched up. That's why I stripped it all down. Took all the parts off the bumper because I want this painted as well. Bonnet. He's going to have to blend it a bit into this wing as well, because there's a little scuffy scratch there. So I want him to take it into that. Up this pillar as well. Yeah, it needs a lot of paintwork, guys. It does need, but we knew that, and I knew that when I was looking at it to repair. But I think, you know, all in all, I think it's actually turning out not that bad of a car. It's really getting there now. Windscreen done, all the panels done, the trims have been put back in place. I managed to get the trim around the top in place as well, so that's done earlier. I've changed this side's door mirror, so that's been changed, just done that. So it's not a broken, that was all broken around the edges, so we couldn't have that. I have taken off the caps, and they will go to the paint shop as well. Got the other mirror here, but this was the broken one I've just taken off. You can see that it's just broken there, just smashed. So yeah, we can't reuse that. Can reuse the glass, so I might just pop that glass out and chuck that in my Fiat 500 box over there. I'm having a little sort out over there in a minute. But what do we think so far, guys? Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think so far, because I think it's really coming along now. It's looking really cool. It just needs all that paintwork done, and that is not going to be cheap. This paintwork is not going to be a cheap job, I tell you. How much do we think? A little game. How much do we think this is going to cost to paint this car? We know all down that side has got to be done. The whole side, the bumper, the bonnet, blend it into that wing, and up the pillar. How much do you think? Just a bit of fun, guys. Just a bit of fun. Because obviously I'm interested to see, people watch me all over the UK. So all up north, all down south. You know, what are the price differences when it comes to a paint shop? It'll be interesting to see for you guys as well, really, just to see, you know, exactly what this will cost. And then once I get it done, I will let you know what he charged me for this. I do put a lot of work his way, so he does give me a bit of a discount on all my cars because of the amount of cars that I do send over to him. So, you know, it's all about sort of, it's all about business, isn't it, really? If someone just bought a car from Copart and they're only going to do 1 or 2 a year, a paint shop is not going to give them the sort of discount that I get as a painter. Same as Salvage Rebuilds UK. They've got the same thing. They've got a painter that they always use. They get a great discount because of the amount of volume of cars that they send over to him. So, same thing. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what people think about cost. But for now, that's it. I'm completely done at the minute on this car. Not quite sure what else we can do apart from send it over to the body shop first, then paint shop. It's there, isn't it? It's all back together. We can now get it over there. So that is it, guys. That is the end of today's video. Don't forget, drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about the cost, and let me know how you think how we're going so far with this one. You know, the windscreen has come out really cool, and the glass roof is done as well. So yeah, that's it. Don't forget, give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you soon.